William Ancient was born in England in 1836. Following 20 years in the British Navy, he served as a layman, ministering to seafarers in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Noticed by the church, he was ordained a deacon and assigned to serve the Mission Church of St. Paul's in Terence Bay. There, on April 1, 1873, he courageously assisted in the rescue of the last two survivors of the wreck of the SS Atlantic, which had seen local fishermen saving the lives of over 400 of the almost 1,000 people on board the ship. Over several months, Reverend Ancient faithfully saw to the burial of the dead with Christian rites. He also fought for compensation for the destitute villagers of Lower Prospect, and Terence Bay, who had rescued 420 survivors, ministered to their needs for shelter and nourishment, and also brought bodies of the dead ashore. Subsequently, he was ordained to the priesthood and served Trinity Church in downtown Halifax. At the time of Reverend Ancient's death in 1908, Bishop Clarendon Worrell stated, "On shipboard, in parish life, and in the synod office, his sense of duty was plainly marked, and whatever he did was done to the best of his ability and in singleness of purpose." This headstone, dedicated to Reverend William Ancient, is the result of the efforts of Frank Jasinski. This American seeks out heroes whose actions have gone unrecognized in a formal way. He raises money and brings about the establishment of headstones in their honor. He approached members of the Sisson family, direct descendants of Reverend Ancient, for their permission to move forward with this project of recognition. Dedication of the headstone took place on Thursday, July 20th, 2023, at St. John's Fairview Cemetery in Halifax. Words of welcome were extended by John Corbett, far right, speaking as chairman of the SS Atlantic Society. Reverend Margaret Sager, second from the right, director of the SS Atlantic Society, chronicled the events leading up to and highlighting the rescue efforts of local fishermen and their families, and by Reverend Ancient himself. The ceremony included the reading of the Seafarer's Psalm by Judy Eld as a representative of St. Paul's Church, Terence Bay. Bishop Sandra Fife, Diocesan Bishop of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, dedicated the headstone, with Reverend Kate Radcliffe, far left, Rector, Parish of Hatchet Lake, Terence Bay, as co-celebrant. The dedication on the memorial was read by Deanna Ryan Meister, representative of the Titanic Society of Atlantic Canada and a member of the SS Atlantic 150 Committee. A prayer of thanksgiving for the life of William Ancient, a prayer for the benefactors of the memorial, and a prayer for the first responders of the tragedy of 1873 and all first responders, past and present, who were represented at the ceremony by current first responders, were read as part of the dedication service. The hymn, Eternal Father, Strong to Save, was sung, led by Sheila Lamplou. A prayer for seafarers, a prayer for the shipping industry, and a prayer for the ministry to seafarers were followed by the singing of I Feel the Winds of God Today. The service concluded with a blessing given by Bishop Fife.